Okay, let's see what this young man has to say for himself.
Of somebody being mature is when they could take disrespect and not stoop down to the level of the person disrespecting them. Just because somebody is yelling at you, calling you names, does not mean you have to yell at them and call them names. One person arguing with a fool is just two fools arguing.
Maturity. I don't know about you, but looking online, presently, there seems to be a lack of maturity and an overabundance of immaturity. It is what it is. Sometimes it provides some much needed humor in this world that's sometimes too serious, other times overwhelming, in a world where your common man, common woman, even common adolescent feels overburdened by life and life's responsibilities. So there's a bright side to the immaturity that's present online and offline as well. Humor is good for the spirit. Laughter is good for the soul. So on and so forth. But maturity has its place in the world as well. This is a world that needs it in order to be run. You can't have a number of immature individuals in positions of power and expect things to turn out fine. To think that society will be run efficiently, it just doesn't work that way. It's fascinating to imagine such a world. Maybe there's a science fiction novel that explores that concept, but in reality, immaturity often leads to chaos. As this young gentleman was just saying, someone's being immature, adding another immature person to that circumstance or situation is not going to resolve it. It's not going to make things better. It's not going to make things happier. It's not going to produce any type of favorable results. And that's where we're at today. It seems like the modern, common mode of thought is if someone slings mud at you, throw it right back at them. If someone does you dirty, make sure to get your get back. Make sure to let them know who's the boss. Make sure to secure that revenge for yourself. I mean, honestly, perhaps there's a time and place for that because bullies exist on all levels of society. There are low-level bullies out here, and I'm certain that there have to be bullies at the top. And I don't think that those kinds of individuals should be simply allowed to trespass or trample on whoever they choose. That's not right. There's no part of me that finds that to be acceptable. If anything, it's completely unacceptable. Sometimes I wonder what's to blame for the lack of maturity in today's society. Is it a lack of responsibility? Or rather, a lack of accountability for said responsibility? Nobody wants to be responsible for anything. And I get that. People are tired. People are broken. People are agitated and frustrated. People don't necessarily have the same living standard that many people had even 40 years ago in the 1980s. So it's understandable. But the thing is, if nobody's accountable, nobody's responsible, then we're going to just end up with one big mess. A big cesspool of an environment that nobody wants to be in. And I know that's a somewhat clever way of describing the negativity that's present in today's world, in today's marketplace, in today's climate. Yet, it's the truth. On the bright side, it reminds me of the phrase, each one teach one. Maybe someone out there who sees this doesn't mind taking responsibility for something. I'm not saying to go outside and pick up trash unless that's how you feel. But maybe somebody like this is inclined to be a great father. Maybe somebody who sees this is inclined to be a great mother. Maybe somebody who sees this is inspired to go out and make a difference, starting with themselves, to take accountability for themselves in their own situation. Or maybe somebody else is inspired to go out and take on some sort of career that necessitates taking responsibility for others and the betterment of the community. Again, I'm not advocating for that, because you could easily say, well, Malcolm, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing for society? What are you doing for other people? I like to think that I'm doing my small part by creating content that gets people to think, by creating content that doesn't inspire people to do something foolish. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's the hero in their own eyes. If you like this video, go ahead and like for the algorithm. Don't be afraid to hit that hype. Subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.